Hello and welcome to Call of Cthulhu. This was a game that a friend got for me a little while ago, and I had been looking forward to play it since it has been coming out, so I was happy to get it. As you know, I have a bad history of summoning Cthulhu in games, or at least, just bad things happening in these sorts of situations, which I guess is just sort of the norm for Lovecraftian sorts of stuff. So anyway, let's probably summon Cthulhu. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. That's a bad combo, you don't want to do that. He's now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. So he sucks, kinda. Alright. Enter madness, it says. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane to the hideous end. Sane, hideous end. Ooh. This seems nice already. Sorry, just suddenly there's a shark in my face. I should be terrified. Where are we? Lots of just the guts hanging out. Someone took those guts out of his stomach. They laid them all out on the ground like decoration. That's nice. I want to tell a quick story. One time I went to an aquarium, and this aquarium had lots of just, models and stuff on walls. And they had a model of a giant shark on the ceiling. It was kind of fake, but it had glowy eyes. And it was positioned in such a way that as you were sort of walking around, unless you looked up, you wouldn't really see it. And I happened to look up at the worst possible time when, I was standing right directly beneath its jaws and glowing eyes, and I saw it, and I flipped out just a little bit. Took a giant, leapt backwards, and I didn't yell, but yeah, that scared me. And I'm surprised that other shark didn't scare me. I think it just reminded me of that time that I got scared, and then I laughed about it because it was funny that I was scared of something like that. And so, I wasn't actually scared this time. Yeah, I see. I'm guessing this doesn't work? Interact with stuff. Cool. Good to know. Dick. It's a toggle. Okay, good to know. You also don't work, I am assuming. Big old chain. I think this is kind of supposed to be modeled after... Oh, light up some items in order to interact with them. I see. I see. Ah, bolt cutters. Nice. Okay, I looked at the controls, and so yeah, that's how you take away the light. So I'm assuming that will be kind of necessary to do. What? Oh, that was... See, that right there, that was an appropriate response by me. I mean, I guess it's technically appropriate. It's mostly just me going, what about it? So that's not really helpful, though, in a scared situation. Me going, isn't really gonna do anything. Alright. Thank you, voice in my head. Aw. It's a killer whale.
What a putrid offering.
Well, at least it is dead. There's a couple of them. Ew. See, like, it's just their guts have been pulled out and then, like, distributed upon here in a decorative fashion. And it's confusing to me.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I'm thinking maybe... no. I'm thinking... no. That's mostly what I'm considering. Behold!
Everything has already been written.
People have weird faces. Oh, wait.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
That guy has stuff on his arm. That's a problem.
I hate whiskey.
And don't drink it. Oh, consult diary. Doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from an unfathomable and ancient depth. What nameless creature is calling upon me? Well, it's nameless. Our agency. My private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there's no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other, adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed. I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but the place is mine. For the moment, anyway. Oh. I see. Oh, right, this is a sort of level up thing. Investigation. Psychology. Alright. Last Battalion. My old lighter that I engraved in the memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Alright. Guess that's that. Sanity. Stable. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts. Your convictions and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He's one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by the events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. That seems nice. Why is it still, like, giving me... Oh, let's see.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Okay. What are you?
I used to be an avid reader.
Not anymore.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation has been closed. Huh.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Ooh. The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's not got proof against you. Ooh.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Okay. There's a book there. I'm not finished looking at things.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
That's his journal, I'm assuming. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. We shouldn't drink anymore. That would be bad.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Possibly.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth.
Okay.
I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, I see. So we have 8 points, which we can put into thingamajigs. Improving the skill increases your chance of understanding past events and analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Eloquence. I see. Ah. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, is that's how that works. Interesting. I don't really know what I'm doing with all this. Oh, I see. It's sort of like building up. I see how this is working. Okay. I think I might want to put more points into this. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. Yeah? Yeah?
Thank you for
Sure.
this information, Mr. Pierce.
That looks fine.
Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
I don't know,
What's
can
wrong?
you?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
I mean, yeah, that does make sense. Who's this guy? Hi. I didn't even say hi to you. Sorry, I'm rude.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
It's actually relatively clean
You're free to
compared
leave
to what they're
anytime,
saying.
sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
I do
Stephen
not.
Webster, industrialist and art
Oh,
collector.
I do.
All of Boston.
I lied.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
Nope.
The painter?
Oh,
Yes.
apparently I do
Everyone
know
knows
her.
work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
I'm not a
Or
psychologist.
if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
I'm not a psychologist.
That's
I
all you've
can't
got?
figure this
The painting?
junk out.
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping label. Some is unreadable, but I can make out the part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Police report. Says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? An article written on the marriage of Sarah and Charles Harkin, businessmen from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life. There with their only son, Simon. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's all we got. Okay. Oh, I like how he memorizes it. So, okay, that's all of our clues. That's everything we know. What about you?
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Shouldn't take this painting
The
lightly.
meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
About her mental fragility.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly.
Painters in the
She only
Lovecraftian worlds
thought
never
she saw things.
have a good
Saw
time of it.
things. What do you mean by that?
They're always
I never knew
contacted by
what she
these
meant by
gods
that.
and they paint
My
them
daughter
and it
was an
sucks for them.
enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Where did she live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Something's not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Find out about Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Think that is everything.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited by the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea god? Or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Oh. I have this. Oh. Oh, I think it gave me medicine. Oh, okay, so I can pick up stuff and learn things that way too. That's cool. Stephen Webster, wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He's ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, shipowner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of the shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. There they had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live in the recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. And the child. Okay. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It's a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and dark, sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea. It's mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think the only venture on the island that is still profitable is Medicinal Institute. Oh, it's Medicinal Institute. And the painting, which is weird. Knowledge. Okay, so I don't actually have to use this, right? It's just sort of like there. Right? I'm assuming? Okay. Well, that's all the exclamation points in my inventory. You see, we gotta hold it down. I got a CP. Yay. So I can put that in something and maybe be good at things. Let's see. I kind of want to put points on the spot hidden so I can find things that are hidden.